welcome one and all to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. We are right. We are right in the middle. We are smack dab in the heart of primary season, and Donald Trump is out there trying to win over the voters that matter most, his juries. Today, he was back in the Manhattan courtroom for the second defamation trial against him brought by E. Jean Carroll. You may remember last May, a jury found that Trump sexually assaulted Carroll and then defamed her by lying about it, a crime known in Republican circles as presumptive nominee. Now, I'll tell you all about it in the latest installment of our ongoing series,
Road to the White House and or Big House. Donald Trump v. the people. America decides and or convicts.
We are an institute and a powerful death penalty.
Now, Trump actually testified today, briefly. Of course, the last time Trump was allowed to speak in court, it went completely off the rails, which did not escape the man overseeing this case, federal district court judge and Batman's backup butler, Louis Cato. Cato set very strict guidelines for Trump attorney Alina Habba, seen here saying, "I don't know what happened to your couch's upholstery. Why do you ask?" Habba limited herself to a series of yes or no questions, which Trump failed to answer with just yes or no. Instead, he did this. Habba, did you instruct anyone to hurt Ms. Carroll? Trump, no, I just wanted to defend myself, my family, and frankly, the presidency. Judge Kaplan broke in and instructed the jury to disregard everything after no. Which is fitting, because the whole trial is the result of Trump disregarding everything after no. Now, Trump, Habba. Trump was supposed to testify on Monday, right? This past Monday? But the trial was delayed after a juror got sick, and Alina Habba also said she was feeling ill and had a fever after being exposed to COVID-19. Of course, her client right there could have cured her instantly with a little horse paste and a shot of bleach. But it turns out she did recover kind of quickly, because the very next day, Habba was photographed in New Hampshire at a Trump victory party. Busted! Reminds me of when I said my appendix burst, then someone snapped a pic of me front row at Guns N' Roses. Some Axl Rose fans here. The damning photo of Habba was posted by a die-hard Trump supporter named Dylan Quattrucci. Fun fact, Quattrucci is Italian for 4 douchebags. Now, seems like Trump's team realized immediately this picture was not a great look for the defense, because shortly after Dylan posted it, he was kicked out of that party, and he recorded the kick out live.
I'm getting removed from the Trump event. Why do I have to leave, sir? Why are you removing me? Can you give me a reason why? Did Trevor tell you to remove me? I saw Trevor, and the guy just pointed him to me and said, I have to leave. I'm the biggest Trump guy here. I was the deputy director of the campaign. This is how they treat loyalty in Trump world.
Correct. Yes. Correct. Check. That is exactly how they treat loyalty in Trump world. When will these people learn? Ow! Wow! After everything I've done for it, how is this hot stove treating my hand this way? I'll never do that with my other one. Ah! Quattrucci then took to Twitter to protest, saying, "End the war on alpha males." Yeah, brother, you tell them. Because we all know the motto of alpha males. Can someone please find Trevor? What? I'm going. If it was a bad day in court for Trump, it was even worse for his former economic advisor, Peter Navarro, seen here saying, "I'm open, throw me the baby." A quick reminder for those who have forgotten, and I don't blame you if you have. Navarro was one of the architects of the false elector scheme to steal the election from Joe Biden. Well, a few months ago, Navarro was found guilty of criminal contempt of Congress for refusing to testify about his role in January 6th. Well, today, he was sentenced to 4 months in prison. Consequences. Truth and consequences. Here's a little tip for Navarro. On your first day in, go up to the biggest guy in the prison yard and say, "Hello, Mr. President." Lately, Trump has been treating the folks at his rallies to an unlikely warm-up act. He's been playing British indie rock band The Smiths. Hell yeah! Nothing gets the crowd riled up quite like a plaintive acoustic ballad. I want to see him pump up a football team. Okay, let's get down and get out there and put it all on the field and win. But first, our fight song. 1, 2, 3. Everybody hurts tonight. You can't do the cats? Oh, the cats. The name of the song they're playing there is Please, Please, Please Let Me Get What I Want, which for most Trump supporters is custody of their kids. Now, sure. Nope. Sorry. After seeing footage of the rally yesterday, the Smiths guitarist Johnny Marr denounced Trump's use of their song, adding, "Consider this shut right down right now." Also, copyright lawyers, intellectual property. Our current president is also running, and no one is suing him for his campaign's pre-show music, Pop Goes the Weasel. Yesterday, did you hear about that mulberry bush? Wow. Yesterday, he got some good news because the United Auto Workers endorsed Joe Biden. That's right. United Auto Workers, that's great, guys, but if you really want to help, please build him an Optimus Prime body. Beep, beep, I'm a truck, Jack. So, now, with the UAW's endorsement alongside those of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association and the Brotherhood of Railroad Signalmen, Biden has the support of planes, trains, and automobiles. All modes of transportation. Time to pick a side, rollerblades. Canal boatman. UAW President Shawn Fain did not mince words when talking about the Republican frontrunner.
Donald Trump is a scab.
Okay. I get where you're coming from, but the polite term is cold sore American. Oh, there's good news. There's more good news for Biden. The economy is cooking right along. The Dow's north of 38,000 today. Wages are up. Unemployment below 4% for 23 months in a row. And today, the Commerce Department announced the economy grew at 3.3% rate in the last quarter. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's a little technical, but according to macroeconomic theory, number go up equal good. Now, is that right? Can you check my math? Can you check me on that?
I got you.
You got that? Okay. For all last year, a bunch of people were predicting a recession, but instead, every economic indicator of Bidenomics is positive, or as the news people call it,
it's an economy that is cooling on the inflation front, but still showing growth on the spending front, the Goldilocks.
Perfect Goldilocks scenario.
We're getting some of that Goldilocks.
It is Goldilocks.
This is Goldilocks.
That's right, Jack. Things are going Goldilocks. Now look up. Look here. I'm serious, folks. I knew Goldilocks. Nice gal. Real particular about her porridge. Not me, though. Hot, cold, don't bother me. I'll toss that bowl down. Too sweet. Soft foods. Doctor's orders. The old mouth chiclets aren't what they used to be. But lost the words there a little bit. Can't win them every time. But even though it looks like there's no recession and the economy looks good on paper, people feel like it's not bouncing back. And this bad feeling, the media has dubbed the vibecession. And I get it, but thankfully I have a foolproof way to bring the nation out of a vibe session. This is...
Stephen Colbert's Vibe Session.
What's cooking, my fiscal cats? You out there counting your ducats? Let me brighten your economic outlook with my bongo sonic output. Hit it! Dig. You're drowning in dough, but you don't feel it because it's not yet bread. I'm talking that sweet pumpernickel, baby. Because I heard from a little bird that in 2023, the U.S. economy accelerated at a 2.5% annualized pace, and core prices for personalized consumption expenditures rose just 2% in the fourth quarter. No wonder Janet's yelling. So no need to go slow, Joe. The vibe session will be jazz-suscitated. And if the economy starts this cooking in November, we'll make Trump a way gone daddy. We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is